Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to the playthrough of Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars.
Woohoo! Yeah, so hi everyone. How y'all doing?
This is Kitty, and you already know Prof.
Yo! Oh, I went the wrong way. Durr.
Decided to switch it up with the intro this time.
Just a little bit. But with that said, we're back in Moleville for two reasons. One, to kind of show off the fact that there are all the enemies here are now gone. And two, to go kill Mario. Nah, not really. I just want to show you that you can actually do that at any time and knock Mario out for 40 winks. But there's a particular reason why you'll want to come back here. Believe it or not, if you actually go to the inn, a mole will actually tell you something, but the real will actually tell you about this. It'll tell you about the moles here talking about the Moleville Blues. Digging deep in the mines, don't get much sun. I'm covered in soil till my workday is done. I'm really hate sitting. It's labor I choose, 'cause then it's time to do the Moleville Blues.
So, Mido Sodo Relatito.
Now, if you noticed all that, essentially this means, well, we actually have the ability to go back to Toadskafly and teach him the next part of his song.
Toadovsky.
I told you, I called him Toadskafly for years. It's gonna take me a while to break that.
Toadskafly.
But we're actually not gonna go back and get that just yet, simply because we don't really need to. And I want to progress with the story, but after we go and get to Pass Booster Pass, yes, I know how kind of just weird that is to say it, we'll go on and, well, go back to Toadovsky and basically, figure out what's going on. So, if my memory serves me correctly, we actually have to go up this way.
There you go.
There we go. Bunch of enemies.
Watch out for the holes.
Yeah, whoa. Oh. Well, to show this, a rare instance of a flower that you can just pick up in the outside world.
I remember there being something in that little alcove there.
Which alcove?
Down.
Down? Down.
There, in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guess I was wrong. I could have sworn there was something there.
Maybe it's a later alcove you're thinking about.
Maybe.
But yeah, for the most part, we're gonna avoid enemies. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was easy.
Booster Pass is a lot shorter than I remember. Huh. Anyway, with all that said and done, let's continue on. Hello, familiar face. Toadstool screaming in terror, Mario rushing to save her. Boo-hoo, sniffle. I just love Bowser's reaction here.
Oh jeez, it's Mario!
Oh jeez, it's Mario! Okay, calm down. Don't let him see you like this. Hey, how have you been? This is like the very first instance in when Bowser wasn't like a true 100% evil enemy, where they basically pushed him off as he's kind of just acting tough. You also get to see a peeking of another character in the little patch there. But then we finally get to see Princess Toadstool again. Or Princess Peach, whichever you honestly prefer. I prefer Peach.
It couldn't be. I can't believe it! It's Mario! Mario! I'm up here!
And I love Bowser's just kind of like, what? I guess I'll be returning to my castle now. He's like trying to pose off the fact that he still has his out.
By the way, did you happen to notice the face peeking through the
I
front door?
pointed that out earlier. let's see. I don't remember if there's any hidden chests over here. I'll feel very stupid if there is. But as we try to get inside, it's locked. It's locked. Nothing we can do, so might as well just leave. Out of my way, shorty! And then Bowser bashes it down. An ability we're going to be wanting a lot of in the future. All these power and looks too. He's going to let us join the Koopa troop. Or so they're pretending. And now, for the first time in Mario history, Bowser has joined the party. We don't need to know how to switch allies because we know how to do it already. By going into the Switch menu, we can now rotate any of the characters, barring Mario, into the party. So I usually, at this point, put Bowser in here because it's frickin' Bowser. You know, as much as I love Gino, or Gino, however you want to pronounce it, I always kept Malo because healer, we need it, and Bowser because Bowser.
Because Bowser.
Because Bowser. And while we're at it, to make sure Bowser doesn't die a very quick death, we're actually going to go ahead and put the work pants on him. We will not get equipment for Bowser for a little while yet. So I know that's why some people will actually avoid having Bowser.
This is why I wish I could hear the music to the game, because this is my favorite music in the game.
Yes. But interesting enough, ooh, Blizzard, new effect, ice damage. Can do some pretty nasty stuff, but Bowser here attacks via claws. If this guy doesn't die, because I want to show Bowser's other abilities here. But Bowser is also the first character in which we actually get other abilities for special effects. His main one that he has access to right now, Terrorize. This is also where the other mechanic comes in for doing special abilities. Because as you may have noticed by now, every character has something different when it comes to doing their special effects. Mario is repeatedly hitting the Y button over and over and over again. Malo is pretty much timed hits. Gino has a lot of charging in his specials. Bowser, well, let's show it off. We gotta rotate the control pad.
It's a rave.
Yep.
By the way, you know something that I never noticed until now? If you open up the menu, the special menu during a fight, you can see the background through it, but the characters disappear.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll
point it out next time. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm going into there because we want to introduce the Spookum and the Orb User enemies.
Like, open up his special attack window and you'll see.
Oh wow, you're right. Half of Bowser's face is gone.
And you can't see the enemies behind it either. All you see is the background.
Interesting. I never noticed that before.
I never noticed it either until now. It's an interesting effect.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot how tanky the Orb User was. Are you weak to magic? No, you're completely immune. I think you're just like a super tanky enemy that has like nothing at all for HP wise. So let's test that theory.
Pop.
Or apparently I was mistimed on something. But you can actually go and... I love it. This guy actually gets scared because we killed his partner. You can actually go and defeat all of the little blue sniffs in this game. Also interesting, we have a little bomb here on a little seesaw. We'll actually want to get to him in just a bit.
He doesn't come handy until a little bit later. This part. Yes, you must memorize these guys in order.
Yep. And also
Ever notice how much they look like frickin'
Wario?
Wario, yeah.
going up here. Now, believe it or not, this is actually one of the best grinding spots in the game, because the enemies will continuously spawn here. As far as my memory serves me correctly, they are never ending. You know, this is actually one interesting thing I like to point out that Squaresoft did a lot, is that they would actually go and make it so that there was one point in the game to where you could literally like tape down the A button and have your characters constantly press it over and over again to go and auto farm for levels.
And here we meet the master of the tower.
Along with my favorite music in this particular game when it comes to this level. We get to meet Booster. And then hearing his rocking out music right about now.
Got that mouth.
Hey. I never knew that. I went back there because I thought there was a special item back there. I never knew that's actually where you fought Sniff number 2. Actually, speaking about Sniffs number 1 and 2, there's actually something interesting that I'll probably show later on, although I think I have to show it off. I have to do a major part of it off camera. But it has to deal with Booster Sniffs. It's actually a really interesting design that they put in, and it's kind of hard to do the later in the game you go. And that's right, there's nothing back there. Okay, maybe it's on the other side. There we go, flower tab. But yeah, it's really interesting because Booster just kind of runs back here instead of continuing onward. Let's see, bombs. Actually, I think these are different colored bombs than what we were fighting before. Yep, the raw bomb. So let's actually do Terrorize again. And that's actually one of the major aspects of having Bowser. And it's actually one of the few reasons I've seen people say they would actually want to go and have Bowser be a heavy magic user versus a physical attacker, which is what I normally did with him. Because Bowser has some really strong magic. You know, and almost all of his magic, barring I think like 1 or 2, actually hits every enemy on the field. But as you noticed, Terrify puts a giant boo there.
Terrorize.
Yeah, Terrorize. And you actually want to use that because, well, that will actually put the fear effect on enemies that get the exclamation point, meaning their attack damage goes lower.
You gotta angle this just right, or else you're gonna miss.
Yeah, so most likely I'm gonna miss this, but let's go ahead and... Oh my god! I got it on my first try!
Holy crap!
And then... Thud! This game has such humor. What's the kind of humor I keep on thinking of?
Slapstick?
Not just slapstick. I want to say almost like bodily... Not bodily humor, but you know what I mean. But with that, we get the masher.
Talk about the smacks and hits and falls and pratfalls and everything?
Yeah.
That's called slapstick.
Okay, I thought there was another term for it. Excuse me. But we get the masher, which is actually a really good weapon for Mario. It's actually 20 points higher than the punch glove. I've actually seen players go and forgo getting the punch glove back in Moville just because they know the masher is right around the corner. It makes Monster Mash. But yeah, the timing for the masher, if my memory serves me correctly, is a little funky. But we'll go and show that off in just a sec.
But you know where the term slapstick comes from?
Damn it. Where does it come from?
If you recall, there's pictures of jesters in the old medieval courts. They carry something that looks like a scepter with a hand on it. And they'd often slap other people around to make people laugh. You know, like the peasants and the servants in the castle, they'd do it to try to get a laugh. That's where the term slapstick comes from.
Interesting. I still don't think it's the term I'm trying to think of, and that's why I was keeping finding these guys. Remocon is another enemy that you can fight in this area.
That is a weird name for that enemy.
Actually, while we're here, there's something I forgot to show, so we'll show that after we kill this guy. Body slam. And he hits you with a hammer. Alright, that was easy
Like
enough.
the stuff that the Three Stooges used to do with
That was
slapping each other
slapstick, yeah.
around. Yeah.
I just always thought there was another term for it, and I'll have future profs look up it to make sure, because I'm almost certain about it, but anyway. The thing I wanted to show was Bowser's stats. And if you noticed, he's already at 95, and that's just with the boost from the frickin' work pants. Versus Malo's 72, Mario's 98, which he only just got because of the masher, and Gino's 82. Bowser's meant to be a bit of a physical powerhouse. But as you can notice, he's got lower magic attack than anybody else right now. So yeah, Bowser's meant to be a bruiser. Oh, and here's a special button, which does something to boost or pass. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Oh, best part, best part, best part.
Oh, yes, I love this.
The reason for the best part? Do do do
Do, do, do.
do 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 do. There's at times where I wish I could just go and be like this throughout the entire game, with old school retro music and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, what happens when you try to leave? You turn into Mini Mario. Do 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 do. And you can never do it again.
I know, that stinks.
Alright.
An interesting little thing they decided to throw in there.
Mm-hmm. Now, honestly, I'm skipping a lot of these enemies because I honestly don't want to fight them. Oh, wow. I didn't realize you actually could step on them. I forgot about that. For the most part, I'm going to be avoiding a lot of fights because, you know, if I'm going to grind, I want to grind off screen. But, you know, it's just the way to make sure we go and, you know, get some experience. But as you can see here, we now have a new enemy, the Blaster, which will fire bullet bills at us. I believe it can also spawn bullet bills as actual enemies for us to fight. If not this one, then an enemy later in the game. But as you can see, he's really, really tanky. And sniffed 3. More boss abilities for us to deal with. At this point, though, our characters are pretty tanky, so we don't have to worry too much about it. Let's see. Do, dance, dance. Blizzard. The sniffs aren't really showing us anything new, are they?
Not really.
Now, believe it or not, Booster's Tower is actually pretty big, and I basically consider it to be a dungeon. Because you just got to go through so much to get where you need to go. Matter of fact,
Save point.
we got a save point here, which we are going to take advantage of. There we go. And I'm saving in multiple spots just so in case the recording fails. It's happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Where we gotta figure out all the different right guys.
Okay, the guy with the beret was first.
The guy with the beret was first. Correct. Let's see. This is another point of me, I just brute forced it. That or I looked up a guide. See, I think you were second. Nope. And for every single time you get it wrong, you have to fight a Spookum. Which is fairly easy. Once again. And the orb dude. Actually, that reminds me. I actually looked up and found out what the Lucky Charm does. Also, basically, once you do that, it resets. Let's see, it was you. So these two. And I think you were third. Nope. But we'll actually go and do that right now. Gesundheit. the lucky charm, excuse me, the lucky jewel, if you use it in battle, it automatically gives you the lucky effect, which was an effect I don't think we ever properly went over.
Now, is that a consumable or can you use it over again?
You can use it multiple times and eventually it will be basically used up completely. I believe it can be used up to like 3 or 4 times. And then this should show off. We can now double our coins, which is basically a lucky effect. You'll occasionally see this drop from flowers from enemies that you have defeated.
Oh yeah, the shell game.
Yep. Pick one.
Metal, I think? Ah, sorry.
No worries, it's coins. It's not gonna matter. Alright, so we know it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, dang it. So this is why you want to either try to remember it or just go and cheat, really. Like I said, for me, I just kind of brute force it, and we're strong enough now we can really one-shot these guys. I believe the game actually takes pity on you the more you get this wrong, and it makes the enemies weaker and weaker. 3, 4, 5, 6. With that, he coughs up the key.
Literally.
The only reason we actually got this was because of this.
Ah, yes.
Say hello, everyone, to a Chain Chomp. Hates Mario. Loves Bowser. We look the other way so Bowser can do naughty things. And apparently the Chain Chomp spoke to Bowser. And is now Bowser's first weapon. Bowser has probably the most interesting weapons out of all the Mario cast in this game. He will throw a Chain Chomp, he'll throw something else, and he also has his claws.
Mm-hmm. Might want to go back and save.
Yeah, save, especially since we're coming up on time.
Mm-hmm.
So with that all said, folks, we're gonna actually save here in Booster's Tower, and we'll see y'all next time where we go and finish this place. Until then, folks.
See you next time.
Hee hee! I got it!